Again with the freaking black screen. Oh, death. Fun. There it is. Welcome in, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? I'm sweating almost a little bit. Sort of. It's a little warm in here. My room is always the hottest room in the house, and it's very warm here today. I think the heat index was like 107 or some crap like that. And it's a little warm in the house. The air conditioner is working, but like my room is like the farthest one from it. Like it's like the last room on the lines. So by the time the air gets here, it's not as proficient as at cooling my room. In fact, I'm leaving my bedroom door open tonight, which I normally have closed while I stream, because it helps let the cooler air from the rest of the house flow in. I'm going to take a sip of water because I'm a little thirsty. Oh yeah, cold water on a hot day. The only thing that comes close to that's a lemonade on a hot day. Alright. Gonna get started. How is everyone doing? Hi. Ooh, Lammy's on. A rare Lammy sighting. Brav, welcome in with that raid. Someone say Minecraft. Oh no, Domo, welcome in. Everybody from the PTA crew, I'm assuming, is coming along with that. Thanks for the follow, everybody. Raiders, welcome in. Let's test out this new command, Shifu, shall we? Shout out Brav. Everybody go give Brav a follow. He's a good buddy on the PTA server. And let's, while we're at it, also give a shout out to Ono Domo. She's also a good buddy from the PTA server. Go give both of them a follow. They're great people. Really fun to be around. They're worth a follow. Check them out. I catch Domo as much as I can. I catch Brav as much as I can. You're shocked and appalled that you hadn't been following me already. Well, I mean, to be fair, I've only been really streaming consistently for the last 2 weeks. So, there's that. You had your day one SMP day. Stuff got broken. Bummer. Yeah, we're still waiting for plugins to update. Before we update, I've been told. And I've also been told that there's a potential poll on if we even want to postpone updating, even once that happens, because like Lightmatica and MiniHUD and Tweakaroo and mods like that won't be done for a while, because the dev is rewriting everything. While we're just getting welcoming in everybody, I'm gonna head over to the end and repair up all my tools for the day today. Casual Carrot, welcome in, buddy. How are you today? First time chat as well. See, Domo, you're not the only one. You're not the only one. You're not the only one that's not been here yet. Carrot, welcome in. How have you been? Casual Carrot with that follow. Thank you so much for that follow, Carrot. I appreciate it. Hope everybody's doing great today. You swear you've been here. You've probably lurked, but that's your first time chatting. And it's easy enough to forget to hit the follow button if you're just dropping a lurk. So it's a very easy thing to pull off. But yeah, we're just gonna repair up some tools while we're getting everybody in, just welcoming everybody in and saying hi, catching up, saying howdy do. Because I got a box full of tools that got worn down yesterday, and they all need fixing. Thankfully is the right word there. This shouldn't take long, even though there's a lot of them, because this Enderman farm's pretty good. So we're just gonna repair up all this stuff. All of this worn down yesterday. It was a lot of digging. Ditto, welcome in. How are you doing? Everybody's here tonight. Full house. That's what I like to see. I love when my friends are hanging out. That's what this is all about. Just hanging out with friends while we chill and play Minecraft. Or whatever else I decide to play. I almost played a different game today. But I was like, no, I still have work to do and not even done. Shifu, you have to step away for a bit. Your girlfriend's coming over for the first time in a while and you're going to make her some dinner. That sounds like a nice time, Shifu. Have a great time. Thanks for the lurk. Appreciate you being here. The commands worked great. Used them for the first time tonight. So everything's working great. Thanks for being here. Minecraft? What's Minecraft? What sorcery is this? Well, when she does get there, it's gonna be a good time. It's always a good time. The making the dinner part, maybe not so much. I hate that. I despise making dinner. It's my least favorite thing in the world to do. But once she gets there, the eating of the food and spending time with her is going to be nice. That sounds like the good time. But yeah, we're just going to get these tools repaired up as quickly as we can. Which is still, it's pretty quick with this farm here. I'm going to swap some of these out for some of these. Because we're going to need every single one of them. Stuffed peppers, yummy. I have not had dinner yet. I almost was going to make dinner a little bit ago. And I was like, I don't really want to eat right now. So I'll wait till after stream to eat. No big deal. I'm still not that hungry. On the bright side, I'm looking forward to dessert. I got some strawberries. What's the word? I believe this is the correct word. Macerating? They're sitting in sugar, getting all juicy. I think macerating is the word. But yeah, I got some strawberries in there getting all juiced up. And we're going to have some strawberries and ice cream for dessert. It's going to be delicious. Did my Enderman run out of melanin? I have, it's a part of my resource pack. They blend into their environment a little bit. So, like, Enderman and the Nether, see, they look like Endstone here because we're in the end. If they were in the Nether, they would look like they had Netherrack on them. And if they're in the overworld, they're green like grass. AR, welcome in. Good time zones indeed. But yeah, we did a lot of digging yesterday, and I wasn't even the only one. Mac gave a lot of help. Emmy gave a lot of help. It was a good time yesterday, and we got a lot of work done, and I am filling up on ender pearls that I don't need. But I better eat before I die. I've done that before. I've been looking at chat while doing this, and I keep getting hit, and then I die. That may have happened once. Get rid of these pearls. I usually fill up my inventory with something else, but I didn't want to bother with that. We'll just take it easy and get this done. And then we'll go show off the progress that we've made. Because we did not get done with the digging on stream last night. But I did get done with the digging after stream last night. And I still have to fill in the ground with dirt. It was like 3 a.m. when I got done digging. And I needed a break and I wanted a snack. So I hopped off for the night. The worst part about looting is the stack. Yeah, it's great for most things, but when you're... I need to get a sword just for here. I mean, you don't even really need a sword. I mean, you can just punch them. They're one-hit kills. But, just get, like, just sweeping edge on the sword, and that's it. Just so you can do this. And take out a big wath of them at once. So I might do that at some point. Just make a sweeping edge only sword. Is this full? Is this full? Yep. I'll just chuck them in when I get done then. The system, as you can hear the clicks, is a little slow. But that's good because anything that falls in here that is not an ender pearl ends up in this chest here or this chest here. So if you die and you go splat and all your items spew in there like it did to me the other day, you won't lose your stuff. So that's always a good. It's always good. Because we've had some bad experiences losing our stuff. That was unfortunate. It happened off stream, but it was an unfortunate. And but we're all back to where we were. One shovel shy, and one pickaxe shy. But I have plenty. I mean, Pacer, welcome, man. How are you? We're gonna peep over and check on your progress once I get out of here. On my way. Well, actually, I'll be going back to my base. No. Unless I set my spawn in the basement, I'll probably end up at spawn. In which case, I'll stop at your place on the way back. If I end up going back to my house first, I'll show off the progress. Then I'll go show off your progress. And then I'll go back and start in on the work. Because there's a lot of it to be done. For all of you guys from the PTA crew that came in with Brav that are still here, that haven't seen my mega base this year, or on this server, I should say, this year, good grief. I mean, technically it's this year, but on this server, you'll see why I'm going to have to sit out at least the first half, probably, of Season 10 on the PTA server, because I just have to focus all my time on this, or it will not get done. And when you see the scale of it, you will understand why. You will understand why when you see the scale. I just gotta get these tools mended up first. Just trying to get this done. Massive, and still got a ton to place. Yep. Yeah, I knew that dome was gonna be huge, Pacer. I saw it with the renderer. It was huge. You woke up with a nosebleed. That's no fun. Everything okay now, at least? Just a couple more tools, guys. Just a couple, 3 tools left. I woke up with anger that I was awake. Because I wanted to keep sleeping. Because I was very comfortable. I got a new blanket Sunday that's thinner. So I sleep so much cooler and so much more comfortably that I've actually been sleeping well since I got it Sunday. And I don't want to get out of bed anymore. I mean, my bed's so comfortable, I don't want to get out of it most of the time, regardless. But now that I've been extra comfortable because of that, did I not put something in my offhand? Did I throw it in by accident? That's dumb. I'll find out. I can't count. Let's put all these in. Okay, all that's there. That's there. That's there. That's there. That is there. I am missing 2 shovels, actually. No, one's in my offhand still. I did throw that in. Is it still in here? Because it's kind of full of ender pearls. It might not have been picked up yet. It might not have been picked up yet. Maybe it was. Oh well. That's the whole point of our system over here. I threw it in. It'll come out over here at some point. It was my Silk Touch pickaxe or Silk Touch shovel that I threw in there. So I'll have to get it. Alright, that's the last one. Wow, so many ender pearls. There needs to be like a chest here that we can dump trash in that gets added to that back there. I don't want to just throw these on the ground. I know. I'll come over here and chuck them over the edge. That's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. There we go. Shovel's done. I'll hang on to that one. I am missing my Silk Touch shovel, like I said. So I'll need to wait for that to come out of the system, of course. Carrot, welcome back. You woke up with anger. That sounded like something Danny McBride would say. I don't know who Danny... Oh, Danny McBride. It took me a second. I was like... I didn't know... It didn't immediately register who that was, but... I do recognize who that is now. Yeah. I can see that. I'm just gonna speed this along with the, Ender Pearl thing, because you can hear how slow those observers are clicking. Or dispensers, I mean. The clock is slow on purpose to give non-Ender Pearl items time to, get sorted out so they don't get lost. So I'm just gonna help it out without having to pick up any more. I'll pick them up manually and just chuck them out. Look at all this. Look at all this. 3 trips. Good lord. So many Ender Pearls. So many Ender Pearls. I have no idea which side this will be coming in on. Or how long it'll take. That's what really sucks. You know what? I don't really want to wait on it. I will come back later for it. I will come back later for it. Indeed, they do need to stack the 64. Everything should stack the 64. Or not stack at all. There shouldn't be no in-between. There's no reason for certain things to stack only to 16. Either don't stack at all or stack all the way. That's my opinion. I did set my spawn here. Wow, fancy that. Alright, well, progress report first then, Pacer. We'll get to you afterwards because I gotta go back and get my shovel anyway. And I set my spawn here and I just broke the bed, so I'll definitely be hitting spawn when I go back. So, progress report first. Let's get over here. And then we'll take a peek around. I already got the beacon set up for today's dig. But before we start today's dig, I got to fill in... I miscounted like a dummy. This was supposed to be over here against the wall, but it doesn't matter. It covers far enough to get the other side. So, let's take a peek with FreeCam. This was the tallest part of the entire dig. Like, period. Everything that I'm digging out, this was the tallest section. And, between me, Mac, and Emmy last night, we got it all done. I just gotta fill in, all this area with dirt, so it'll turn into grass, because I want it to all be grass. And then, we'll start digging over here, and then when this is done, we'll move it over here, and then over here, and then over there, and over there. Give an overview with the world map. Here is my area. Everything that's clear of trees is my area. All of it will be... Why is that like that? That is old. I need to fly over there. Update that. Let me do that before I forget to do that, actually. I'm gonna need more rockets as well. But, everything that you see that's already flattened, everything else that's not flattened will be flattened just like it. But the project this year, I said year again, didn't I? This season, is going to be a city. Like an actual, like, metropolitan city. Not just like a large town, like an actual, like, skyscraper, you know, your suburb areas, all the above. All of this will be flattened. The rivers will be connected up. The river will... I need to get rockets right now, apparently. Apparently, it says, I want to be picked up now. You whiny baby. Fine. And now I'll burn you for your troubles. Anyway, this river will be connected up through here. You can already see this is actually a river biome. So it's really just got to be dug down a little bit and then filled in. And then it'll be connected up through here. It'll swing around through here. This little bit here will be connected up. So it'll be a contiguous river all the way around. This hill is staying. I trimmed it off because it came way out to here. And that's the rough area where I want it to be. I have Mac in chat here is going to come over and make it look all pretty for me. And this area over here is going to be the suburb area. So it's all going to be like houses with yards and a picket fence and whatnot. Well, not a literal picket fence because those don't exist in the game. But there'll probably be some houses dotted around on the hills. Like I might flatten a little spot there for a small little house. I think my house is going to have to move. My house will probably go right up here on top. But yeah, all this area has got to be flattened out. And it's a not small area. I've already been working on this for like 2 months, and I got so much more to go. all the way down to here is where I got to flatten. So we're making good progress, but it's still got some time to go. And then we still have this whole area over here to flatten as well. So, and the torches are just temporary. They're for counting purposes. They're not for lighting. If it was for lighting, there would not be as many of them. But it's for counting. Every 5 blocks is a torch. So if I want to count how far something is, I just count the torches and multiply by 5. It's much simpler that way. But yeah, like I said, I kind of messed up over here, but the effect should be good enough to dig this little nub out. There's not a lot of stone in it in the first place. But yeah, it's a large project. My house will have to be torn down. All the bee farm will have to be moved. Like I said, the suburbs are going to be around the hill over here. And then this is going to be like the more urban-y, like transition between metropolitan downtown and the suburbs, you know, more like your shops and your apartment buildings and things like that. And then this is going to be like the metro area with all the skyscrapers. And the skyscrapers, I'm thinking, will probably end up blending over into the bottom half of this section here. And then the top half of this section here will be like this section over here, where it's kind of more of like a shop, kind of like a, what's the word? Commerce area, that's the word. So that's the plan. The digging alone is probably going to take me another 2 weeks, at least. I probably got at least a week to finish this, and then probably at least a week to do this. I'm guessing closer to 3 weeks, if not a month. It's probably going to be closer to a month, if I was being completely honest with it, just to get everything dug down. Then comes the hard part, the planning stages. I am not a good builder. What I am good at is replicating real-life buildings. And since I'm going with a modern city, I will be spending a lot of time on Google Earth looking at cool buildings that look easy enough to replicate. I mean, I could do more complex ones, but that would take more time. And since this project is so big, I need to spend as little time as possible in the design phase of these buildings, because it's going to take a lot more time to gather the resources and build them for realsies on here. So it'll be simpler buildings, but still cool looking. Like, I know one of the buildings that I plan to do is going to be the, why did the name just literally, I had it in my brain, right as I was getting ready to say it, it went away. Waldorf Astoria, that's the word. The Waldorf Astoria in Chicago is the next building I plan to make. And then after that, we'll have to see. I already have a couple of townhouse designs. in mind. There's actually some cool duplexes at an old military base here in town that look really cool that I'm going to try to replicate. So they'll kind of pepper in the in-between areas where it's kind of more, you know how it is when in the urbaner areas, it's not like a house. It's not like a there are the words today, man, I'm telling you. Ranch style houses, or your typical 2-story house with a yard and a driveway. That's gonna be over here. These are gonna be more like you park on the street and the houses are really close together, and a lot of them look the exact same because they're all built at the exact same time, kind of thing. So that's what's gonna be going on over here. And then down here will be more like the commercial area with shops and apartment buildings and things like that. So, a lot of planning. A lot of planning. And that's before we even get to build anything. Got to do road layouts. It's giving me a headache just thinking about it. I bit off way more than I could chew, probably. But if any of you PTA people are still watching, this is why I probably won't be on Season 10, because I need to spend as much of my time as possible working on this, if I even have a hope of finishing it. So if I get this done, then absolutely, I will consider splitting my time between servers again. But for now, I gotta focus all my attention on this, or it will not get done. It might not get done even if I do focus solely on it, because it's just so big. So we'll see. If I can, I will, but as of right now, it's not looking good. Alright, so that's the overall plan. Like I said, my house will have to move. It's probably going to go up on top of that hill, like I said. All my farms will be going inside the buildings, especially the downtown buildings. In fact, while we're here, let me get a stick. I should get a stick first so I can show you. One of the reasons I'm particularly kind of bummed. Did I not click? There we go. One of the reasons I'm particularly kind of bummed about the update right now is because most of you guys know Litematica and Mini-HUD and Tweakaroo. I don't use Tweakaroo myself, but I know a lot of people do. They're not going to be ready like anytime soon, based off what the developer said. So it's I got to take advantage of Litematica to do this, because I'll be designing all these in creative mode on a single player world, and then I'll be making schematics and then building them here with it. But Litematica is not going to be ready for a long time, so that's why I think I was told that we're going to take a poll to see if we want to delay it until Litematica is done instead. I would absolutely vote yes on that, but I don't know how everybody else would feel, because not everybody else uses it, so not everybody else would care. Anyway, let me show you one of the buildings. Jess, I know you will recognize this building instantly because you live the same place I do. But let me render this in. Let me use FreeCam here. Salesforce Tower in Indianapolis. This is going to be at the heart of this place, probably right around here. It will probably literally take up this much area, actually. No joke. None of the other buildings will be anywhere near this large. I think the next closest one will probably come up to maybe here, and then they'll scale down from there even. But I might end up going with the smaller version of this. This is the 1-to-1 scale. So this is actually to scale to the real building. Every block in game is actually 1 meter of the real building. So it's a very good representation of the building. I have a different version. Actually, I'm going to land. I'm already on the ground, ain't I? Duh, I'm already on the ground. I'm just going to move over here, and I will show you the smaller version. same building. Oh, just pretend it's not sticking in the mountain there. Same building, just not 1-to-1 scale. And it does take up a lot less room, so I probably will end up taking this one instead. I've built this one before. Like, this is literally a copy of the building that's on the other server I play on. I was hoping to build this one because I've never built this one in survival before, but this one just takes up less space. It's not the space that I'm worried about. It's filling it with super huge builds would be easy enough. I mean, just build 4 of these. That's the whole area, basically. But that's not the point. The point is making it look like an actual city. That's going to be the trick. So I'll probably end up going with the smaller one, just so I'll have more room to have more buildings. Because if all the buildings are this big, it wouldn't be a very dense downtown. It would be like just a few buildings, and I want it to have a fairly dense look to it. So I'll probably, like I said, go with the small one, even though I really want to do this one. But regardless of which one I make, they will not have any floors in here. Like, none of this will be here. Because, like I said, I built this in survival already. I'm looking at a week just putting in the floors. I know, because I've done it already. The structure itself, like the pillars, the cross supports, and the glass, a day and a half, tops. Trust me, I know. Like I said, I've done it before. So I'll probably end up doing the small one, because it will also get done faster that way. Because I've built that one before, I know it takes a day and a half. The bigger one is even bigger, so it will obviously take more time, because there's just more of it. So, that's just to give you an idea of somewhat of the scale. That's the largest building that's going to be here. So they will get smaller from there. Even though I'm replicating real buildings that may actually be bigger than that in real life, I'm just going to go with a rough representation of it instead of my usual as accurate as possible approach, simply to keep my time investment in the planning and design as low as possible, so I have as much time for building as possible. So the house will have to come down. I'll probably end up leaving this basement here because there's no real reason to tear it down. I'll just dig an access tunnel from somewhere else. Alright, let's go back to the end and pick up that shovel, and then we're going to go check out Pacer's place. She's been working on a huge biodome, so we're going to go see the progress she's made on that. But first, let's get that shovel before I forget, because if I don't, I absolutely will forget until I go to look for it and it's not there. And then I'll remember it, and that'll be hours from now. So I gotta get it while I remember. I can't tell you how many times I've forgotten to do something because I got distracted. Just today, I hopped on Instagram to do something very specific on there. And then I got distracted looking at stories, and then I clicked out of Instagram, and then I was like, oh wait, there's my shovel. Oh, and crap, it needs repaired too. Of course it does. But I clicked out of Instagram without even doing what I went on there to do. And then I had to go right back on there. So that's how forgetful Freddy I am. Very. Forgetful Freddy was so forgetful. How forgetful was he? He forgets everything. The end. That's almost not a joke. That's almost not a joke. Oh, by the way, this is my cousin's band. If you were here last night, you probably heard it. Maybe. I'm not sure what songs actually got played last night. But this is my cousin's band. He gave me permission to use his music in my little stream rotation. So I just threw him in the big old playlist. That's not what I wanted to put up there. That is. It's like, I think he has like 8 songs total-ish, maybe 10, out of like however many I had already. So it's not like it's going to be a lot of playtime. This is an older song, I can tell by the album cover. But one of them just came out this last week. So I should be at spawn this time. While I'm here, I'm actually remembering something for a change. Let's see if I've made any sales. Ooh, what's going in here? What's going in here? I haven't seen this. Oh, I probably shouldn't spoil anything. Too late, but whoever is building in the shopping district, is it cool to show on stream? Oh, and that reminds me. That's another thing I forgot. This is brand new. I have a live tag now. It doesn't show up on there, but it does show up in chat. Alright, I know that's cool. I know that's cool, because that's mine. Mac, if you're still in chat, is it cool if I show your shop on stream? This is gonna be multi-layered. Nice. Very nice. But yeah, this is, I think this is RU Prime's stone shop, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, cobblestone, smooth stone. Slime blocks. Ooh, he's been bought out. He made some cash. Tough. Andesite, granite, diorite, calcite even. Nice. I might buy some of that. Emmy, thank you so much for that gift sub. You were too generous, my friend. I appreciate that so much. And it went to a good person. Ditto. Congrats on that gift sub. I wish I had emotes for you to use, but that's probably gonna be a while. Cause I have ideas. Shifu's helped me get some ideas. First things first is I gotta come up with a proper logo. I don't want my Minecraft skin to just be my logo, but I want it to be similar to that. I also want it to be similar to my Memoji that I have on my phone. But not exactly like the Memoji, because I don't need apple breathing down my neck, especially with you know how it can go. So I want it to be similar to that. And once I have my logo, the emotes will follow shortly after, because it could just be my logo with me doing different poses for the different types of emotes. Any sales? Doesn't look like it since the last time I was here. Okay. I made a few sales. All the empty... These were filled, so all these empty spots were sales at some point. Not a lot of sales, but... sales nonetheless. The Wither Farming shop, or was that someone else? I just want to make sure I can show her house before I actually go over there. Did I leave my bed somewhere? Probably. Alright, let's look at Lammy's house. I'm going to break this and replace it. I don't want to... well, not a lot of good it would have done. I would come back here regardless. If I died. So this is Lammy's little house. The woman's a genius. I swear to God, she's a genius with building. I mean, look at this place. Let's just take a peek. If you look at it from the top down, it almost looks like a heart. I think she said she didn't do that on purpose, but after we mentioned that it does, I think she said she was going to try to make it look like one on purpose. And I just did see this. Oh my God, this pathway. Look at this pathway, guys. Look at this pathway, guys. How amazing is that? How amazing is that? Good Lord, Lammy is a genius. Lammy is a genius. Let's go in and take a peek inside. This place is so cool. Nice little fireplace, working chimney. It's just so cozy in here. It's just so cozy in here. Basement area with storage. Like this was her starter hole before she built the house. And I was like, Lammy, your starter hole looks better than like my entire house. And I wasn't joking. And then that goes down to her mining, I guess. This place is just so cool. I mean, look at this place. Just look at it. How cool is that? And then her pop-up shop, I think. 2 stacks for diamond, not bad. I'm surprised she has any left with RU on the server. He's been gobbling up all the copper he can get his hands on. I'm surprised there's any left, literally. But look at these little particles in the air. That is so cool. I love her house so much. Alright, let's go check the mail while we're here. Anything in the old mailbox? Nope. Alright. Anything else to buy while I'm at spawn? Do I need any iron while I'm here? Do I need rockets? I don't think so. I think I got a whole double chest of rockets at home. I don't think I need anything else. Alright, so let's go check out Pacers. Let's go check out Pacers' place. We'll probably run into Lammy. I think Lammy said she was there. Pacers is actually just down here. Oh, I still got my, I still have my mini HUD renderer on. I need to turn that off. Wow, she's made a lot of progress. I literally just showed her how to use this last night. She's done all of this since last night. Oh my god. Wow. Let me turn off this, whoops. Let me turn off this, let me just turn that off. There we go. Wow. Did you get everything from me? Because I had tons of sand. Ditto, thanks for that lurk. Appreciate you being here. Have a good one. But yeah, Pacer, if you're like listening to my chat, take all you need. I have no plans for it right now. Yeah, seriously. Just take all of mine. I mean, this dome is gonna go up to like here. Probably literally because it's literally gonna go whoop. So like right here, it's huge. Yeah, this is gonna be like a huge. This is gonna be a biodome. So there's gonna be all sorts of like trees and plants and I already have it turned off. I can't spell for crap either, so that's fun. Knowledge of Twitch stuff. Oh, the pink diamond is VIP. Pink diamond is VIP. But yeah, this is her storage area. Like, Charlie, you almost got me with that. You almost got me with that. And then my brain was like, wait a minute, it's daylight. Charlie, welcome in. How are you today? I don't know if she's going to continue the storage room up here, or if she's doing something else up here. I mean, that's fair. That's fair, Charlie. I do the same thing to Griffin sometimes. I'm doing pretty good, Charlie. Doing pretty good. I didn't want to wake up today because I was super comfortable in my bed. But, I'm doing good. Gotta use it while he's digging straight down one by... Oh, God, Emmy. Don't give him any ideas. Don't give him any ideas. Charlie, the reason he says that, the reason he's saying that is because, I lost all my stuff that way last weekend. Diamond Miner Mom, had died out by the mining desert. So I was on the clock as soon as I left the portal. So I was hurrying. I didn't have time to waste 25 seconds to sleep to get through the night. So, I just ran and I just started digging down. I got like 5 blocks down. And a creeper drops in the hole with me and goes kablooey. And I couldn't get back to my stuff in time. And in fact, I died a second time trying to get back to it. And, I didn't handle it well, to be perfectly honest. But time heals most things, and once my brain calmed down and got back under control of itself, I realized I was perfectly fine. And yeah, we laugh about it now. I made my way back out there. I managed to find where I died the second time, so at least I didn't lose quite literally everything. But I lost a full set of netherite gear. I lost a pair of wings, a netherite pick, a netherite shovel. Not insignificant things. But then, like I said, once your brain gets back under control... Yeah. Oh, I'm getting to it, Pacer. I'm getting to it. Trust me. Once your brain gets back in control of itself, and the rational part of your brain takes over, you realize, oh, there's a really amazing shop owned by Cat where you can just go buy brand new armor. So I was fully re-geared like 10 seconds later. Just go to the shop and buy everything. And why am I walking? That makes no sense. All I had to do was go get the ancient debris to make netherite again. I'm just gonna break in. That was a bad landing. So it turned into a live stream, and we just had a nice little time chatting while I was hunting for ancient debris. And it was a nice little stream. And now, as you see, I'm fully kitted out again, so it's like it never happened, except it did, and now we have something to talk about. And Pacer absolutely saved me. When I say literally, I'm using literally in the literal sense, not figuratively. Literally, I had just maybe 10 minutes earlier finished putting the netherite onto my stuff. I go outside, I set up a beacon because Pacer came over to help me finish digging the area. and I go AFK because I was doing end of stream stuff. I come back and I have died. And my heart just sank. Because the death messages on the server weren't working at the time. So I didn't know if Pacer had seen that I died or not. And I just typed in chat with it. It was just like the most dreadful feeling. I'm like, please tell me someone picked up my stuff. And Pacer was like, it's in a chest in your basement. And I was like, oh, thank God. If I had lost a brand spanking new set of netherite armor that had been made less than 20 minutes earlier, I may have broken my desk in half by slamming my fists onto it. And it's got 2 steel supports underneath it. I would have been quite angry. So, thank you, Pacer, again, for saving my stuff. Because that would have been a nightmare. And sure enough, I come back, there's a barrel sitting right here with my stuff in it. Just thinking about it's making my heart pound again. Where did I leave my bed? Seriously. Seems like I left it here somewhere. There it is, right here. Let's pick you up. Alright. We have a fairly boring task to complete, so that means it's a lot of time to chat while I do boring crap. I get to fill in all this land here with dirt. Fun. Not. Thankfully, I have lots of dirt. Lots of dirt. Lots of dirt. I'm just gonna get it all out right now so I don't have to keep coming back here. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that was dumb. I need to move this. I'm gonna keep those there. Yeah, I find ways to die imaginatively, to say the least. Alright. I'm just gonna go ahead and pop that off and put that... What in the hell? Really? Really, dude? You walk all the way over here to set me on fire, and then you drop dead. You don't even give me the satisfaction of killing you myself. How dare you, sir? How very dare you? That's gravel. Okay. So, I can pop that one off and put it up as well. And I do not need that. Alright. Let the boring part commence. It's boring to watch. I know. Trust me, it's boring for me to do it. But, I can't proceed with my plans unless I do it. It's all part of the nature of the game. The grindy has to happen first. Grind before fun. What did I do again? I don't remember. It's been so long since we played together, Charlie. I don't remember what I did. So, because I haven't been on PTA in quite a while. And unfortunately, it's going to be even longer because, as you can see with the scope of my project, I have to focus all my time on it or it won't get done. So I can't split my time between servers anymore. Are you allowed to say it? Yeah, why wouldn't you be allowed to say it? I don't know anything that I would have done that wouldn't be allowed to be talked about. I mean, I literally just talked about how poorly I reacted to losing my stuff. I mean, my chat rules are pretty common sense. Don't be an asshole to anybody. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Oh, I see. Oh, talking about Griffin's fine. Griffin is the reason this server exists. Emmy's Emmy's a part of that community as well, and Emmy is the one that has donated this server to Griffin and Carrot's community. So this server wouldn't even exist without Griffin and Emmy. And Carrot. Can't forget Carrot. But all I did was say that I know you. I mean, that's literally all I did. Yeah, this is the Casual Prime community server. Casual from Casual Carrot and Prime from Griffin Prime. And like I said, Emmy's the one that's so graciously donated this server to everybody to play on. I mean, literally all I did was say that, like, I know you from PTA. That's literally all I said. Him knowing the PTA crew himself is what probably vouched for that. He's like, if you're good enough for PTA, then you're good enough for him. Because all I did was say that I know you from PTA. Because I imagine you probably came over to his channel through someone from PTA. And you hadn't been around his channel that long. So that's why he was saying no at first, because he's like, you need to be around the group more so we get to know you and know that you're cool. And all I did was say that I already know you. So that's all I did. That's all I said. I was like, yeah, I know him from PTA, so. Placing dirt is so boring. Why can't they make it fun? They need to make blocks placeable with dispensers. And then we can just make flying machines with dispensers to do all this. Oh, that would be fun. That would be fun. Because this is boring. And I know it's probably boring to watch as well. But it does give us a chance to chat while I'm sitting here doing this boring, tedious task. Because I can literally read chat while I'm placing blocks, because that's how easy it is. You found him through Lena Hun, nice. Yeah, Among Us nights are my favorite nights of the month. They are the favorite nights of the month for me. For sure. Tomorrow night's bingo night, which is cool and all, but Among Us is where it's at for me. Oh boy. Okay. Bye-bye. Why do people feel the need to do that kind of crap? Why do people feel the need to do that kind of crap? Like they're gonna... I imagine it, they have to get some clicks. You're a little sad to miss it next week? Yeah, me too. Me too. But hey, going to the dunes, that sounds fun. I mean, bingo was fun last time we played it, but I would much rather it be Among Us night. I could play Among Us with the gang literally every single day. That's how much fun it is. I would never get tired of it. I'm probably the only one that would never get tired of it. But, yeah, I would literally play it every day. No, it's the different version of it. It's the other version. There's like 2 versions, and it's the other one. It's the one PTA does not use. I only did the PTA bingo a couple of times, and it was alright, but it just took too long because they were untimed rounds, so it was just wait until whoever filled out their whole card, and that just takes so long. My attention span isn't that long, so that's why I haven't played on PTA bingo more often. But the way we play it with Griffin, it's timed rounds. You have this amount of time, get as much done as you can, and that something about that makes it more enjoyable for me. So it was a little more fun for me that way. But yeah, oh, that reminds me. For those of you in my Discord, I know I posted my schedule showing 6:30 to 9:30 every day this week. That does not include tomorrow. It completely slipped my mind. Because bingo was still so new. Because the last time was the first time. Bingo is still so new that I forgot that bingo night was a thing. So I forgot that this week isn't a normal week either. Wednesday is actually going to be... I'm not sure if we're starting at 8 or 8:30 Eastern time. It's going to be one of those two. And then it'll go to probably 1:30 or 2 a.m. Eastern time. We usually go about 5 to 6 hours. So, for tomorrow, keep that in mind. I forgot to reflect that in my schedule. Because, like I said, I was so used to it just being Among Us night every other week that I completely forgot about bingo night until I literally brought it up just now. So, I will try to remember to fix that in the channel after stream. But, as I said earlier, I'm very forgetful. I will most certainly have forgotten by the time I get done and have the chance to. So, just try to remember yourselves. It'll be 8 or 8:30 tomorrow night. You'll need snacks? Yeah. Yeah, it's always a good time. And when it's Among Us night, those 6 hours seems like 5 minutes. Like, no joke. It's always so much fun. Especially now that we've swapped to modded. Oh man, modded was so much fun. And then next week when we play it again, we're gonna try different roles than we used last week. So yeah, because there's so many roles. Because we got the other roles instead of Town of Us. So I think it has a lot more roles than Town of Us does. So we tried a lot. We tried a few of the roles last week. Next week we're gonna try different roles than we tried. I mean, I'm sure some of the roles will carry over, but we're gonna add in new roles as well. And I can't wait. It was so much fun with the new roles. So much fun. Town of Us isn't a stable. I see. Well, like I said, I've never played modded until last week, so I have no experience with which is better. Did I seriously miss a spot here? I seriously missed a spot here. Wow. I double-checked twice last night. So much for double-checking. Alright. Need more dirt. You played both versions? Nice. I hope I have enough dirt. I don't want to have to go get more. I have plenty more. I just don't want to have to go get more. I'm hoping what I have on me is enough. I am doubtful, though. I don't want you, stone. I'm going to cover over these holes before I fall into them. Because I'll do that too. I will see the hole, I'll say there's a hole there, and then I'll proceed to fall into the hole. As if I didn't see the hole there. Yeah, I'm sure I will, Charlie. I'm just trying to be optimistic about it, but I know I will. I have tons more though. I'm not worried about it. Like, I got multiple double chests full of it. I have so much I don't even keep any anymore. I literally just let it despawn. But yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what game we're gonna play on Friday night. I'm still on the I'm on the fence on if I want to change up the game and have a rotation of different games. So every Friday is a different game, and then we just have a rotating schedule, or if I want to stick with the game that I already started until it's done and then move on. I haven't decided. I would kind of like to keep going with the same game until it's done. So I might do that. In fact, I'm leaning towards doing that. And then we can just check these games off the list. It's Pandora's Box. It's an old game from the 90s that I had growing up. It still works. I have the disc for it and everything. It still somehow works. The only thing that it's a little buggy, the videos where they introduce the boss for the level is broken. Like it just shows like a black screen. So it's a little buggy, but the game itself works just fine. Yes, it's the same game I was doing Friday. It's a puzzle game. They have pictures from all the cities that you're in, and they scramble them in various different ways. Or in some cases, they have sculpture that they like slice up that you have to reorientate and put back together. It's really fun. I enjoy it. I've actually never beaten the game. I mean, when I got it, I was only 9, and I just never got around to actually beating it. Because it was hard for a 9-year-old. I mean, it's hard even for me now. I mean, it's a puzzle game. Puzzles aren't inherently easy. I tried streaming it last year when I first started attempting streaming. Before I started taking it seriously like I do now. So I did some of that on stream. But like nobody was really watching. And none of the people that watch me now were watching, that's for sure. So, and it's been long enough that it's time. It would have been time to start over. So, I just started over. So hopefully this time around, I'll actually be able to beat the game for the first time since I've gotten it when I was 9 years old. So I'm looking forward to that actually. I'm curious to see what happens once you finish. The only problem is, like I said, the videos are kind of broken. So, like, I don't... If it's a video thing for the ending, it might not work. Which kind of sucks. I might... If that's the case, I might look up on YouTube to see if I can find clips on YouTube of the videos that I'm missing out on, if that's the case. I just hope it's not something mundane like, oh, you captured the last boss, game. You know? I hope they do something like special with it. But I couldn't begin to tell you. But like all the other bosses, like, you've captured this guy. Here's the next guy. You know? I want to know what happens when you catch the last guy. That'll be interesting to see. Oi. So much grass to place. I always like it when I dig these places out and it's like mostly dirt underneath, because it takes so much less time to do this part. But this place was mostly stone, unfortunately. Time to sleep again. Almost. Now. Let's take a sip of water. Ah, yummy. God, this chair squeaks so much. And creaks. Drives me nuts. I can't wait to get a new chair. But that'll be a long way down the road. This is mind-numbing in the bad way. I love digging because it's mind-numbing in a good way. At least it is for me. But this is mind-numbing in a bad way. When I'm digging, I get to relax. I get to zone out. With this, you have to kind of somewhat focus so you don't misplace, and even then, I misplace blocks all the time. But there's no zoning out. And it's not relaxing. I don't know what I don't like. I don't know what I hate worse, placing dirt or chopping down trees. Because I really, really, really hate chopping down trees. But I also very much hate this as well. So it's probably a fairly close call on which I hate more. Oh, digging is my absolute favorite thing to do in this game. I love it even more when I'm not streaming because I can listen to better music than this DMCA free stuff. So I can just chill, sing along, let my brain fade out, quit thinking about whatever's going on, and just relax. And then I also don't have a chat to keep up with as well. So digging when I'm off stream, yeah, that's my favorite. That's absolutely my favorite thing. It's almost like therapy for me sometimes. Hey, that yawn came out of nowhere. I guess that's still my body protesting being out of my bed right now. It's like, we were so comfortable, why did you get out of there? Hydrate! Indeed! I could always use more water, especially now, it's hot. In fact, let's see how hot it got today. It's almost 8, so it's been cooling down for a couple of hours now. Oh yeah, it's cooled down a lot. It's down to 91. It was at least 95 earlier today. Feels like 100 degrees still. And the last time I looked at it, it was at 107. So it's cooled down quite a bit already. And it's only supposed to get down to like 74 or something like that tonight. Maybe a little warmer than that. I think maybe 76. I don't remember the number. It was 70 something. So that's still pretty warm for an overnight low. There's a hole there. Yeah, it was a hot one today. It's going to be hot again tomorrow, although I don't think it's going to be quite as hot tomorrow. Pretty warm week from what I gather. I think Saturday is going to be the cool day at 82. Although, I mean, that's still, like, overall, we still are cooler than some other places I've heard. I know some people have been saying that their actual temperature was in the 110 range. I was like, yikes. Yikes. That's all I have to say to that. People can keep that kind of heat all the way away from me. Like, as far away as possible, actually. In fact, if we ever figure out how to control the weather, I don't think that's possible. But in an imaginary world where it is, I would never have it warmer than 75 degrees, ever. Ever. That's the perfect temperature. You know, I might actually have enough. 5 shulker boxes? That might actually be enough. I'm hoping it is. I'm hoping it is. I'm so glad I didn't do this last night. It was like 3 a.m. on the nose when I hopped off the server last night. And I had just finished doing the digging. I needed a break. No way I could have done this last night. I mean, I could have, but mentally, I mean, I would have started. Had I started, I would have been like, you know what? Nah, I'll do this tomorrow. I just saved myself a step. Because trust me, I wish I could have. Because if I did, we'd be digging right now instead of doing this crap. But I gotta do this first. There's a block there. Whoops. There's not really much to talk about when you're doing this either. It's like, oh, there's another block, another block, another block, another block, another block, another block. But then you get the silence, and the silence isn't good for streams. That's what sucks about it. I'm really looking forward to getting all this done, as much as I love the digging part. Because once I get it done, and the design phase happens, the streams will be more fun because we get to look at Google Earth and like look at buildings and figure out which ones I want to do. And then once I get the ones picked out, then we get to actually work on them. And you can see my process and how I replicate stuff. That's like the one thing I'm good at in this game. So those will actually be fun. Oops. I hate when I do that, and I do it all the time. drives me nuts. It drives me nuts. Did it again. I believe it's about time to sleep. Yep. I'm not even looking at the sky. I can tell just by the color change. Whoops, wrong button. Top off while I'm at it. Water. Bummer. At least I don't have to fill that in. Filling in water sucks. Sucks even more than this because you can't stand and do this. Yes I do, Mac, but I got at least an hour and 40 minutes before I have to end. Have a safe drive home, Mac. I really wish I could listen to regular music. That would make this a little less bad. Well, if you can't, I'll catch you tomorrow night, Mac. And if you can, then I'll see you when you get back. All these weird shapes are a pain to do as well. That's why I always try to square them off. But yeah, if I could just listen to regular music while I was doing this. I guess technically nothing's stopping me. I could just get headphones and listen through my phone. But then I'd have to get up because my headphones aren't near me. Decisions. Is it worth going to get them? Actually, let me get rid of that. Don't want to hear flowing water anytime I'm standing in this area again. I really wish I'd stop doing that. Drives me nuts. I think I might actually have enough. I'm pretty sure I do, actually. Still got how many? 4? Oh yeah, that's plenty. Plenty. In fact, let's make it interesting. Let's make it interesting. Let me switch over to this. Let's do this. Start. Alright, that should have popped up. Get your predictions in. Will I have enough dirt? Will I have enough dirt to finish this off? Or will I have to go get more? I put 5 minutes on there. That should be enough time because this is going to take longer than that. I think I will, personally. But you never know. Sometimes an area looks smaller than it actually is. Case in point, this beacon range here, 100 by 100, doesn't sound like much, but it sure looks, it looks smaller than that, that's for sure. It looks even smaller than it sounds. But yet, when you're digging it out, it's bigger than it looks as well. So, you would think digging it down to nothing would be not that long, but you would be wrong. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. Interesting results so far. Sometimes there's ghost blocks. They look like they get filled in, and then I leave the area and come back, and then there's holes everywhere. Drives me nuts. Let me move this out of the way. I don't need those right now. Let's straighten this edge off. Oh my god. How many more times will I do that? That should be the real prediction. How many more times will I place and then do that by accident? Like that, but on accident. My guess is at least 10 more times. What is that again? Eshin. Nice. Yep, there's one. Had this been a real prediction, we'd be 10% done. Interesting. How much longer is on this thing? 33 seconds left, guys. Get your predictions in if you haven't already. Will I have enough dirt to finish this off, or will I have to go get more? Now, when I say that, I mean total, not what's in my inventory here. Will those 4 shulker boxes over there be enough to finish all this? Keep that in mind. Ay, man, this is a long stretch. Long stretch. Let me eat. Let me turn that off. That's annoying. Well, that took a lot longer than I thought it would do to just do that little stretch there, man. Like I said, who knows if I'll have enough total dirt. Like I said, this area doesn't look all that big, but you just watch how long it took me to go down the length. I still personally think I will have enough, but I honestly don't know for sure. I mean, that's a lot of empty area there to fill in. Alright, home stretch. Let me get these little islands here squared off and connected over and make bigger squares to fill in and see what we got to work with here. Alright. Surely 4 shulkers will do that. Surely. If it doesn't, I will be highly surprised. Let's fly. And apparently take damage. Whoops. Did not mean to do that. Alright. I don't know why I didn't just fly back. I'm dumb. What can I tell you? What can I tell you? Good grief. What was that up to? 5, 6? I wasn't kidding when I say I do that all the time. Drives me absolutely nuts. There it goes again. I'm telling you. Alright, everything's squared off. We're in the home stretch now. It just popped into my mind. While I'm thinking of it, if you guys are here and you're not a part of my Discord, here's the links to my Twitter and to the Discord. Make sure you follow me on Twitter and join the Discord, because I always make sure to let you guys know when I'm going live. And if you join the Discord, it's a extremely low ping Discord. I only ping people when I'm going live. I don't ping you otherwise, so you don't have to worry about turning off the @everyone thing, because it's not going to be abused. I literally only use it when I'm going live. One short. That's disappointing. But yeah, and if you join the Discord, make sure that you vote on the poll that I have up on there right now. It's a list of games that I've considered streaming on the days where I don't stream Minecraft. So make sure you vote, and make sure you vote honestly, more importantly. Don't just click on something because you think it'll be popular with everybody else. Click on something because it's legitimately what you think you would want to see. Because I'm just trying to get a sense of what people want to see, so I can focus on those games first, instead of games that might not necessarily have very many votes or any. So only vote if you're sure that's what you would want to see. And if you don't want to see any of them, that's perfectly fine as well. Just, I didn't actually leave an option for none of the above. But, if it is none of the above, then that's fine. Just don't vote at that point, because there's nothing to vote on. But it would really help me out to get a feel for what everybody would want to see. Because while everybody that I've talked to, all the streamers that I've talked to, have said just play what you want anyway, and I probably will, those are the games that I want to play. So, is that it? Nope, one more section. So, since that's the case, I just want to make sure that out of those games that I want to play, I focus on the games that most people want to see first. Because there is a couple games in there, like, I know InZone or World Apart hasn't had any votes yet, for example. I probably will end up streaming that regardless of if it gets any votes or not. But it will be one of the last games that I get to. I'll focus on the ones that everybody votes for first. So that's why it's important. I think I'll have enough. In fact, I know I'll have enough. Got 3 shulker boxes left. This is more than enough. But I'll wait until I will wait until we get done just to confirm before I go ahead and hit that prediction for sure, because I mean let's be honest. That's for sure less than 3 shulker boxes worth of stuff. But let's get done first, just so we don't get confused with anybody. Lady Lorax, welcome in. How are you doing? I'm doing pretty good. I'm a little, even I'm bored with this at the moment. Filling in with dirt is probably my... It's a toss-up between this and cutting down trees, on which I hate worse. So I'm not having a lot of fun myself at the moment, but it's one of those things with Minecraft. The grind has to happen before the fun can happen. So it's the grind at the moment. The fun part's coming next. Once I get this area lit, we get to dig, and digging's my favorite, so that'll be fun. At least for me. You like tree chopping? Well, next time I have a tree chopping project, I'll make sure to call you. I had a lot of help. Lady Larks, you haven't seen my area yet, have you? Let me give you a quick overview here with the world map. Everything that is free of trees, which is basically anything south of this river here and through this little gap here, and then in between the rivers and then north of this line. This is my area. It's going to be a city, like an actual metropolitan type of city. Like the downtown business district with all the skyscrapers and whatnot's going to go here. The suburbs is going to be up here with your, your house and yard and driveway and all that stuff. A couple of houses sprinkled up on the hill here. Like my house is going to be moved because like this is going to be downtown, so a little log cabin's got to go up on the hill somewhere. And this area here, whoops, didn't mean to click. This area here is going to be like the urban area where you got like your businesses and shops and apartments and everything. And then this area here is going to be like a blending where you get like more of those like row houses where you know how it is. All the parking is on the street and like all the houses look identical because they just knocked them out real quick and they're all the same. So this is going to be where they kind of blend together. And then over here, the top half is going to be the same as over here. And the bottom half is going to be more of the the downtown area. Gonna have a few bridges going across, obviously, because I'm not filling in that river. Wow, I need to drink water real quick. Hold on. Sorry about that. Oi. My voice got really dry for a second. Sorry about that. Anyway, this hill is staying. I chopped off a big lump here that stuck way out here. And I chopped off a big lump here that stuck way out to here. And then that dotted line is the rough perimeter where I want it to be. And I have someone on the server that's a good terraformer that's going to come over and make it all pretty for me. And then they're going to give all this a once-over as well, because a lot of this as I was flattening it out, I was just doing it randomly. So they're just gonna give it a once over just to make it look a little more natural. They're gonna connect up this river here for me. They're gonna connect it up here for me. This pond here is gonna get filled in. These two small ones will get filled in. I'm debating on filling in this little cove. I probably will. This one. At least, because the river will cut through here, and then this will get filled in. This will also likely get filled in just because I'll need the land area. But yeah, what we're doing now, we're still in the flattening process. All of this was all dark forest here. I did this bit myself, and I had a lot of help with this. This was a jungle. Well, you know how jungles are. They're brutal to chop down. I had a lot of help with that, so thanks to everybody that helped. And then I had a lot of help with this as well. And people have been coming over and just helping me dig as well, and I appreciate it. And it's really saved me a lot of time. If it wasn't for all the help I had gotten, I would probably still be up here working. I'm sure I would be done with the trees by now. I mean, I'd almost have to be. But I'm sure I'd still be in the flattening stage up here instead of all the way down here now. So that's what we're doing. I'm just about done filling this in. And then I gotta light it up like this. And then we're gonna start the dig on this next section. I've already got the beacon in place. Emmy, welcome in again. How you doing? If you're AFK in game, Patriot just wanted to know when we're doing 119. You know my answer. We had a nice little chat last night. You know my answer. But yeah, that's the plans. That's the plans. And it's because of how extensive these plans are. That's why I'm not gonna be doing season 10, at least not right away on PTA, because I have to focus all my time on this if I even want to have a hope of getting it done. Because I know, like, obviously we're not resetting with 119, but I imagine we probably will with 120. So I have till 120 comes out at least. And that's obviously at least the end of the year. At the soonest, I would imagine. So if I get it done earlier than that, great. And at which point I will be able to divide my time more effectively between other servers. So I might rejoin mid-season, assuming you guys don't reset again for 120. Short of the update being just a massive overhaul to how land is, which I doubt because they just did that. I would imagine you guys are going through 120 as well before you reset. So once 120 comes out, this world will more than likely reset. So whether I get done or not, I am not taking on another project this large again. So regardless, once 120 comes out, I'll be able to rejoin on PTA because I'll have more time to split. But for now, I gotta focus all my time on this or it will not get done. It still might not get done even focusing on it, but it definitely won't if I don't focus on it. 120 next March at the earliest? I hope so. I need all the time I can get. Geez, words. I mean, you see the scope of this place. The planning stage alone, because, I mean, filling it in physically isn't going to be hard to do. It's what I'm filling it in with that I need to plan and design, and that's going to be the time consumer. Because, I showed this earlier, I don't have a stick on me, but I think I can load it in anyway. This is just one of the buildings that I'm going to be putting in here. Now this is going to be going, this building would be going right here in the middle of this section. But this is just one of the buildings that I'm putting in here. Now none of them are going to be as big as this. This is the biggest building. But, so I would say the next tallest building would be maybe to here. And then they would go down and, as well. But none of them are going to be as big an area even. This is like the largest building. So, you can see how much space it takes up just sitting here. And then it's going to have buildings probably no bigger than this in area, but like taller. So filling in the space physically isn't the issue. I mean, the roads alone are going to be 9 blocks wide. You know, you got your white line, 3 wide lane, center line, 3 wide lane, white line. So that's 9 blocks just for the roads. And then you got these buildings on top of it. So filling it in isn't the problem. It's what buildings am I going to put here? And I'm not a good designer off the top of my head. Like, I can't just make up a good design, but I'm good at replicating real life buildings. Case in point, that building you just saw is a real life building in Indianapolis, Indiana. Whoa, a rare carrot. Nice. Carrot is hardly ever on here. Very rare sighting. But yeah, that was a real-life building in Indianapolis, Indiana that I built and designed based off that building. Replicating real buildings were basically my only skill in Minecraft. So I'm going to be doing a lot of looking around on Google Earth for cool-looking buildings and then designing them. But like doing the searching is going to take time, and then designing them will take time. And then it'll like literally just so much time doing that. And then of course gathering the resources and then building them on here. So that's going to be the biggest time consumer. We finished. And we did have plenty of dirt. Let me come over here and end this prediction. It was exactly a 50-50 split. Will I have enough dirt to finish? Yes. Yes, indeed. So congrats to all those that said yes. Do we know what the next update is supposed to be? I have no clue. I haven't heard a peep about it. I just hope it's a little better than 1.19 was. I mean, everybody was so hyped up for the Deep Dark. And then, but that was supposed to be like 2 updates ago. And it's like, it's cool and all, like it looks cool, but like nothing's there that's worth dying to the Warden for. The music disc, I don't care about the music disc. That death compass thing, I have death points in the world map thing, so I don't need that. So I don't care about that. The Swift Sneak enchantment, I mean, that's cool, but like, okay, no big deal. The new tree type, eh. The new mud blocks are cool. The frog lights are cool. That's about it. Warden is easy to avoid, maybe, but like it's time consuming to do that. Taking out all those shriekers takes time, and you still have to be super careful when you do it. And there's, like I said, there's nothing to go there for. Just looking at it, I mean, because it looks cool, sure, but like there's nothing there worth going to get. The experience, I could care less about the experience. I just want to play. The experience. And the scary thing, I don't get scared in games or watching movies or anything like that. Like, it's just the way, like, it just doesn't happen. I'd be more quote unquote scared to lose my stuff than being actually scared of the thing. That would be the only thing I would be afraid of, is losing my stuff. But that's still a different type of fear. So yeah, 119, it was just underwhelming for me. I don't know I don't know what to say other than that. It's just underwhelming for me. So I just hope 120 is a little bit better. Like the new blocks is like basically it. That's cool. Any other places higher than this? I like to work my way down if I can. Nope. Okay, good. Next level. An end would be cool. I just hope that they don't consider the 1.9 update an end update. I mean, while it was, It's been so long. I'd be curious to see what else they would add to it. That's really what more curious for me is what would they add to it to make it better. Like I can't even like I'm not a creative type person. Coming up with stuff like that is like super hard for me. And by hard I mean my brain literally does not work that way. I'm having trouble coming up with emotes for my channel. I mean that's how not creative my brain is. So I would have no clue what they could add to make it better. But I mean, with that big portal in the ancient cities, I mean that's very strongly hinting that a new dimension is coming at some point. Maybe not next update, maybe not even the update after that, but at some point. I mean, you don't just build a big portal and then not make use of it. Because that's just useless content at that point. You could have made anything else in that ancient city, but you chose to make a portal. And then to choose not to do anything with that? It's like what would be the reasoning in making it a portal then? So it almost have to be a new dimension coming at some point. There would almost have to be. I mean, it would be nice if they just simply added all the stuff they said they were going to add to 119 that they ended up taking out. Yeah, strictly mining dimension. That would be fun. I guess I better sleep, huh? Not tonight. I thought about it because I was bored. The number of times before I started taking streaming seriously, the number of times that I thought about streaming just because I was bored, yeah. But then I was like, yeah, but nobody's gonna watch. That was always holding me back, and then I just decided, you know what, I don't care. I'm gonna do it anyway. And then lo and behold, people started watching anyway, so who would have thunk it? Several months of streaming with nobody watching, and then all it took was me streaming every single day and people started watching. If I would have known that if I would have known that, would have done it a long time ago. Of course, it's also helping that I'm actually streaming Minecraft now. That's a game people actually watch. The games I was streaming back then, nobody would really watch. So that's another consideration as well. But yeah, speaking of games that nobody watches, that's why it's really important for you guys that are in my Discord. And if you're not in my Discord, let me throw this up here again. If you're not in my Discord, here's a link. join the Discord, and I have a poll up there right now that has all the games that I'm considering playing on stream. Make sure you vote for the games that you would like to see. That way I can get a feel for what people actually want to watch versus what I just want to play. And that way I can focus on the games that people actually want to watch first. Otherwise, I wouldn't know, you know, for all I know, that maybe the game I was going to play would have been a game that gets like the least amount of votes. And then I would be playing a game that clearly nobody would want to see, but I wouldn't know that because I didn't know it, and because I didn't do the poll. So that's why I'm doing the poll. So it would really help me out if you guys can go vote on that poll. I would really appreciate it. Plus, you'd be helping yourselves out because you'd be aiming my direction towards content that you would like. I mean, obviously you're here because you like Minecraft, but on the days where I'm not playing Minecraft, what else would you like to see? So please, 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 take just a couple minutes and go through the list and vote on it. It would mean a lot to me if you guys could do that. Speaking of that poll, I'll be leaving it up indefinitely. Because I'll probably just play one game at a time until I beat it. Or I get bored with it. So it'll take some time to get to the other games. So in the meantime, that'll give everybody plenty of time to get their votes in. So I know what game to focus on next. There was a hole there. I always manage to fall in the holes. Never fails. If there's a hole, I will probably fall into it. I'm like Scar that way, except I usually don't die when I fall in a hole. Unless it's a very, very deep hole. Alright, that's that section knocked out there. I always like to do that when it's kind of dirt patches surrounded by stone, I always like to try to get them all the way done. Otherwise, you can miss them. Is that regular rain or is that a storm? Let's find out. Regular rain. Bummer. See? Almost fell in that hole. Almost fell in that hole. I am so looking forward to dessert. I can smell it from here, and it smells so good. We're gonna have strawberries and ice cream tonight, and I can smell the strawberries all the way in here in my bedroom while they're all the way in there in the kitchen. It smells so good. It smells so good. Okay, it looks like I gotta hop over here. Get this section knocked down here. That always scratches the part of your brain that you didn't know was there. I love when that happens. When you're filling in something and the last block that needs filled in was the last block you had on you. Oh, that really does it for me. Something about that just really hits my brain in the right way. gonna get the grass all knocked down first. That'll make it easier. Hey! Sorry I've been quiet, guys. It's just, mining is one of those things where my brain likes to zone out and enjoy it. So that's what it does. Plus, I don't really have much to say at the moment. I mean, there's not much to say. I'm just mining away. Just mining away. Or digging, I should say. Mining implies you're digging for something specific. Diggy diggy hole indeed. Well, not really a hole. I'm digging diggy diggy, make it flat. Yeah, really, it's usually diggy diggy me fall into hole. That's what's usually happening. I'll be digging along, and then I'll uncover a hole, and I'll just go bloop and drop into it. What's worse is when I even see it coming. It's like, oh look, there's a hole. Let's try not to fall into it. And then sure enough, I'll fall into it. Literally, last week, I said those exact words. I'm going to try not to fall into it. Proceeds to immediately fall into it. Like, no sooner than I finished my sentence, I had fallen into the hole. And I was just like, well, so much for that. So much for that. Speaking of digging a hole, Carrot, how's your hole coming along? Phrasing. But, yeah. How's your dig coming along? It'll be done next stream. Nice. I wish I could say that for mine. But, you know. Big area. Even bigger area. It's gonna be some time. Hydrate. Indeed. Water sounds good. Ah. Yummy. I dribbled. That's the problem with having a beard. Or at least a mustache. It gets on your mustache and then it trickles off the rest of your face. And my mustache is actually quite small, because I can't really grow a mustache. But it's there. And when you drink anything other than through a straw or out of a can, if you're drinking out of a glass like an adult, it gets on your mustache, and then it trickles down the sides of your mouth, and then down the rest of your face. And it gets annoying. I say drinking out of a glass like an adult, like I don't drink out of straws at a restaurant. Or out of fast food cups. But to be fair, fast food cups, they have lids on purpose so you don't spill in the car. So, you kind of don't have a choice with that. Unless you just want to risk spilling your drink in the car. I mean, one quick brake check, and your drink is on the dashboard. Or the center console, I should say, not the dashboard. Is that all the dirt? Okay, next layer. Let me come over here and... Ooh, see? Fell in a hole. Fell in a hole. Happens all the time. I'm a professional hole faller-inner, if that's a thing. If I had $1 for every time I fell in a hole, I'd be a rich man. If I had $1 for every block I've mined in this game, I would be an extremely rich man. I mean, if I had $1 for every one of those blocks there on the left, I'd be happy with that. And that number is only going to keep going up. I hear a ding. Noctis, thank you for that, host. I don't know if you can hear me on your end, but thanks for that, host. Scarlet Eclipse, welcome in. Thanks for that first time chat. And Hockey Ent, thanks for that hello there, Redeem. Domo. Oh, it's a raid. Okay. It just said host. I don't know why I didn't say raid. It's a Noctis raid. Thanks for the raid. I appreciate that. Welcome in, everybody. Domo, welcome back. I haven't seen you in almost an hour. How's everybody doing tonight? We're just sitting here digging away. Got done with that boring filling in crap over there. I forgot to light it up first. And see what I'm saying? You see that hole right there? I don't know if any of you guys were here earlier when I said it. Like I said, sometimes I'm filling in, I leave the area, and I come back, and there's holes. This hole was not here, but the blocks lagged out. Any others? Nope. I forgot to light the place up first, but that's okay. I'll dig this down, fill it in, and I'll light it all up at once. It'll get done. And I did not mean to throw my shovel. That was very dumb. But yeah, we're just sitting here plugging away. You gotta go eat dinner? Alright. Have a good dinner. Thanks for the raid. Thanks for bringing your guests here. Your viewers, guests. I guess there could be both. Viewers is probably the more accurate word, I would say. Have a great dinner. If you make it back, that's great. If not, I appreciate the raid and you being here. And I'll catch you later. Yeah, we're just doing the old diggy, grindy. Don't want to do it, but you have to because you can't do your plans unless you do it type of thing. I don't know how many of you guys were here when I went over my plans from earlier, but since you guys are here, here's my area. The river's gonna cut through here. I'm gonna have it dug through here to connect it up. I'm gonna have it connected up through here, and then it's gonna connect up through here, so it's gonna be surrounded all the way across the top by water. It's gonna be surrounded on the east and west by water. And then it's gonna turn into a city. Once I get it all done, assuming I can get it all done, that's the hope. This area here is going to be the downtown area, and this part here probably will be some of it as well. Indeed it is, but it's not as big as it looks. It's big when you have to dig it out flat. It is not big when you have large buildings that you're going to be putting in there. And I will show you that momentarily once I finish going over the overall plan. So up here by this hill, that's the only non-flat part in this whole area. All of this is going to get flattened too. I just haven't gotten there yet. This area here is going to be suburbs, like a house, lawn, driveway, your typical suburbs. This rough area here-ish will be where it starts to blend from the suburbs into the more urban area. You know, you got your housing where it's only street parking, and like a lot of the houses are all the same because they just built them one after the other and they're the exact same design. And then down here it's going to be more of your to like shopping area, like shopping centers, apartments, maybe some like businesses as well. This upper half over here is going to be the same as this area over here. The bottom half, like I said, is going to be more of this down here. And this is all going to be like your downtown business district, financial district, whatever you want to call it, with all the big skyscrapers in it. Now this area looks really big. And it is. It's not an insignificant space. But when your roads are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blocks wide, just looking at that, imagine that going straight across. Both directions. Let me turn that off. Just imagine that going straight across. That's not an insignificant amount of room just on the roads. And then you're going to have another... Oh, my dog is barking. And then you're going to have another 2 to 3 blocks for the sidewalks. And then when you have... if you haven't seen my tower yet, I've showed it earlier, but I know some of you guys weren't here yet, so let me show you the tower that's going here. It is... Now, I'm debating on doing the actual 1-to-1 scale, where one block is actually 1 meter of the building in real life, or doing this version here, which is smaller. I really want to do this version, because I have never built this version in survival yet. But I might go with the smaller one since it takes up less space. This is going to be the biggest building in the city. And you can see it's almost sitting where it's going to be sitting as well. It'd probably be a little farther over here. Let's see, where am I at? I am here. Is that my camera or is that me? I am over by my house. Okay, that is me. So it's almost exactly where it's going to be. Yes, this is Litematica. This building is going to be the center point of this city, right in here. It's probably going to be going this direction, though, instead of this way. So it'll be rotated 90 degrees from what you see here. But, I mean, that's just one building. And look how much room it's taking. Now, like I said, none of the other ones are going to be anywhere near that big. Like, the biggest base is probably going to be as big as this wing here. And none of them are going to be any taller than probably here-ish. So, oh, Litematica is really easy to learn. It's really easy to learn. Let me turn this off. All you need is have it installed. I have the penthouse suite. That's my building. In fact, I'm still in Litematica, so let me show you the smaller version. That was the 1-to-1 scale. This is the version that I have already built in single player, or not single player, but survival. And the penthouse suite is mine. This is my office, actually. It's the very tall, the very highest. This is the observation deck that is useless because of this lip, and you know how it is with Minecraft. You can't see past that lip when you're looking down. In real life, you can see for a very, very long way from there. But here's my office, and here's my apartment. Got my bedroom here. It's even got my cats. It's even got my cats. On the other server where I have this built hockey, I got my apartment. Somebody else has an apartment. This apartment has been sold, quote-unquote sold. I gave it away. He just hasn't done anything with it yet. The rest of these are apartments from here to... it's apartments down to here. So from here up, it's all apartments. From here down, it's all offices. You got full floor offices here, half floor offices here, and then from here down, I think it's quarter floor? Yes. From here down, it's quarter floor offices. And then here is my dance club. You got the dance floor here. Got a little aquarium here. This is still under construction. In fact, here's the construction chests. And then down here is my shop. On that server, we use chest shops, so that's what the signs are for. And then the next floor down is a restaurant. Little kitchen. Hostess stand, and then some seating. And then down here is a bar. And then the lobby. And then these are going to be shops that are for rent. Or on the other server, they're shops for rent. 4 floors. Decent space when you spread it out over the 4 floors. And I have 12 shops total, 6 in each wing. And then, yeah, it's just a matter of people renting them out or buying them outright and putting offices in these and then apartments up there. But when I build it on here, I'm not even putting in the floors like that. I'm not even going to bother. It's just going to be the shell of this building. And I will probably end up putting farms in it. It will be... I know I have enough room for probably a creeper farm. I probably will throw an iron farm down here somewhere. I think I can squeeze one in the very bottom section because it's the widest. And whatever else I can fit in there that won't interfere with anything else. And I plan to do that with most of these buildings that are going to be really large. I'm not going to be doing like full interiors. They're going to be housing farms, or they're just going to be the shells of the buildings. I just don't have... It's such a big project. If this was a single-player world, then yes, I could have all the time I want to actually like work out decorations and for it and stuff like that. But since I have till the end of the season, which is whenever 120 comes out, I have a hard cap on how long I have to get the city done. Now, if I get it done with plenty of time left, then maybe I'll go back in and start working on some interiors on some of the places. But this building, I built this building in survival. This is an actual copy of the actual building on that server. In fact, nothing's stopping me from showing it to you on that server. Home bed. Let me sleep. Here I am in my apartment. Pixel art and whatnot. Let me actually just do this. It'll be easier this way. But yeah, here it is. It looks a lot better when you don't have the hologram on it. Because the glass is connected and everything, it actually looks better. But yeah, let me do this actually, because I can fall. And I actually have a working doorbell for my penthouse. Let me make sure my sounds are on. Last time I showed this off on stream, I was an idiot, and I had my note block sounds off. Okay, they're on. My elevator is actually fast enough to get me to my penthouse in time to, listen for it, ding ding, functioning doorbell. Because the only way, I mean, it's strictly for giggles, because obviously anybody's like, hey, can I come up? They'll just type it in chat, hey, can I come up? And I'm like, yeah. Nobody can get up here without me, because on this server we have door locks, which lets you do this with iron doors. You don't need redstone to activate it. But that means only the person that locked it, or if the person that locked it adds someone specifically to the door, only they can open those doors. So nobody can get in my elevator to even use it from the outside except me. So if anybody wants in, and that's the only way to get to my penthouse too. These elevators do not stop here. And then here's my shop in person. My favorite things are these pickaxes. Those numbers are not incorrect. We actually have Efficiency 6. We actually have Fortune 5. We actually have Unbreaking 10. And it is glorious, and I wish I had it everywhere. But it's a Slime Fun thing. If any of you guys have played with Slime Fun, you know how deep that rabbit hole goes. And there's all sorts of goodies with that. But this is my favorite thing about it. With Efficiency 6, you don't need Haste 2 to instant mine stone. It's the best thing in the world. I love it. But that's my favorite thing. And then, I think, yes, this one already goes to my office. Let me show you my office. I didn't really show that off. I love my office. I did not decorate my office. I hired someone to do that, and they did an amazing job. I love my office. I can also get to my office. Oh yeah, the elevator plug-in. That's great. It's really great. I love it. That floor down there, that big gap in the wall, that was solid. That was my apartment. Well, like I said, I can actually get to my apartment, or get to my office from my apartment. I have a private entrance that I'll show off in a minute. So you come up here, you got reception, you got a couple of cubicles just for your everyday worker, and then you got the break room. The fridges don't function, which I might make happen. Do the old, although it would ruin the look. The look is great. Especially with my texture pack, I have the extended panel on the birch doors. I also have the 3D doors. I did these myself because the ones that you can find on Vanilla Tweaks, they only work with 16-bit textures, and I have 32. So I custom made these myself to work with my texture pack. Same with the trapdoors. The iron, I filled in the holes. So I did all that myself. Anyway, not showing off the texture pack, I'm showing off my office. Copy room, another cubicle, shipping and receiving, and then the manager's office. The manager is not me, by the way. My office is upstairs. And the only way to get upstairs, actually there's more to show on this floor, now that I'm remembering. Accounting is down here, and you got your general waiting here. Here's accounting. File room, basically. Interfloor elevator. Here's my office, like my actual office. And we have the sit command, so I can actually sit at my desk. Hello. And the first thing everybody does when they come to my office, they see these paintings over here, and they start walking at them, thinking there's a hidden passageway here. And then with this one up here, they start jumping. It's like, I always ask them, I was like, why are you jumping at the wall? It's like, you're gonna put paintings on the wall and not have a secret entrance behind them? And I'm like, yeah. But they don't know, there actually is one. Look around, make sure nobody's seeing. And, there is one. You just have to hold shift to get through it. Everybody forgets you can fit through a 1.5 gap. So, a slab with the old gate trick. Secret entrance. And here's my private entrance down to my office. And then the other entrance is, it looks like the janitor's closet, which this door is locked. It's another one of those doors that's locked, so only I can open this door. And then you got the bathrooms here. And then back out here, you got this aquarium. I did design this aquarium myself. It was the hardest one I've ever done because of the height gap. 2 blocks is insanely tight quarters for an aquarium. It was very difficult to make that work. I'm used to having lots of space when I do my aquariums. Conference room. Can't have a conference room without a coffee pot, of course. More waiting. There's the bathrooms. And I think that's it on this floor. It's mostly just the conference room and my office, I believe. Yeah. And then the bathrooms, of course. But yeah, the interfloor elevators are nice. And then I'm gonna take my little secret tunnel back down to my apartment. And now I'm back home. Little piano, dining room, kitchen, standard stuff. Now these do function. And then fireplace. And then over here is my library. Some storage. My wet bar, complete with booze. We have a brewery plugin on this server, and this is a custom brew that I made. It is it's good stuff, to say the least. Well, let me just show you. You can see my drunk level there with 1 drink. And here comes the drunk part. Here's the funniest part. Notice how I'm typing this sentence. Notice how I have that sentence typed. Now, I'm going to hit enter. Watch how it shows up in chat. You drunk talk. It's the best. It is the best. You slur your words so bad. And if you drink too much, see the nausea? Notice I'm not touching the keyboard right now. Notice how I just wobbled? I'm walking now. When I stop, see how I walk backwards? I stumble around. And if I drink more than one, if I just slam these, I will literally puke. You will literally puke. It's great. Let me keep drinking. See me puking? That's puke. I'm still puking. You can't even pick these up. Oh my god, I can't even walk. I can't even move. I literally can't even move. I am holding the forward button, and I cannot even move. But notice, only 3 drinks to get me maxed out. Like I said, it's good stuff. It's very good stuff. It's top shelf stuff. It's beyond top shelf stuff. It's behind the counter, locked in the glass box stuff. I am still puking. Holy crap. Whoa! And now I just fell halfway across the room. Alright, let's sober up. It's gonna take a lot of milk. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's every one of those little notches on the screen down there is 2 buckets. That's how potent it is. That's how potent that stuff is. I'm just gonna do this the easy way. Effect clear me. There we go. Oh, it's still going because of the plugin. It's still going because of the plugin. Oh boy. It's potent stuff. Hey Mac, welcome back. Yeah, I'm showing off I was showing off the building with hologram mode, but I was like, you know what? I can do you one better. There's nothing stopping me from hopping over here and showing it off in person. And then I was showing him my booze. I was showing him my booze. In fact, let me go show you how it's made. That's the real fun of it. I should probably seriously keep drinking milk though, because that's gonna get annoying. This is gonna take a while, sorry. I didn't quite think that one through. I wanted to show you how it worked, but I forgot how long it takes to actually sober up. I won't be drinking any more of that. I just wanted to show how potent it was. But that was my custom private label stuff. It's not as rare as I make it sound, because I make it insanely rarely because of how long it takes to make it. But when I make it, I make a lot of it at once. I think I make like 3 or 4 double chests of it at once. Because it takes so long. I think I'm sobered up now. Let me show you how it's made. Today, on how it's made. Booze. But here's the recipe book. Uh-oh. Did I think I... Uh-oh. Mac, when I was please let this be it. Oh, thank God. Oh, you know what? I don't want to risk that again. I'm going to make a copy. This is getting saved to a hotbar. Which one is empty? 6. Alright, I don't want to lose that book. It belongs in here. I'll use the copy here. Alright, but here's the recipe book. The plugin itself comes with default recipes, which are here. And then here's the wood types that you can use for the aging. And then what happens is I'll show you with my mining aid like I did with Mac the other day. You have cauldrons with water in it. You have a fire underneath them. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Light a fire underneath them. And then you just follow the recipe. So, for example, my mining aid, which I would love to have on any server, by the way. You'll see why when it's done. 8 golden carrots and 16 sugarcane. So, I'm just going to do one batch here. 8 golden carrots, 16 sugarcane. You just right-click on the cauldron, and that'll put in the ingredients. Now, it's brew for 3 minutes. So you keep track of that with the clock. You just right-click on it, and it pops up. The cauldron has just started boiling. So we gotta wait roughly 3 minutes. It's not quite a full 3 minutes, I don't think. But if you note, the particles are coming out blue now. When it's done, it'll turn green. Anyway, these brewing stands are used for distilling. You put, it's just a regular brewing stand. It's just regular glowstone dust that you put up there. And then that tells the plugin that it's a distiller instead of a brewing stand. And these are not actual smokers. They are bottlers or sealing tables. That's what they are. You put them in here and it seals them. If you don't seal them, in fact, Mac, you remember when I was showing this off last time, and I left one of these unsealed, and I sealed the other 2. These 3 were the same thing when I put them in here. Only these 2 were sealed, and this one was not. Hundreds of years barreled aged. So that's why you need to seal your potions, or seal your brews. Because if you keep them in a barrel of any type, these aren't just decorative. These function. These actually function with that plugin. By the way, how great is that sound? Listen to that. I wish that was the sound for the regular barrels. I love that sound better. But even the default barrel will age them. That's why you must seal them if you want to even think about keeping them in a barrel. I don't think chests age them, but barrels absolutely will. So let's check on this. It's probably been enough time. 2 minutes, almost. Let me get the bottles ready. You get 3 potions per thing. So I have it set up to do a shulker box worth at a time. I'm only going to do 1 batch for you guys. Just almost ready for it. Now, looking at the recipes, these ones need distill runs. So what you would do, you would just throw them. I did not mean to type on there. Where was it? Maybe it's because I didn't hit done. It didn't save it. Okay, it looks like it's done now. 3 minutes. So now we just bottle it up. If it needed distilling, you would just throw these in here, and then every cycle is 1 distill run. So you just count how many times it runs and then pull it out. So if it says 4, or like in this one it says ×2, you just let the brewing stand run twice, and that's it. You pull them back out. 4, you just let it run 4 times. Barrel aging, the years is not an actual year, of course. I mean, who has time for that? with this plugin, when you're using it turns one Minecraft day, which is 24 minutes, into 1 year. So 5 years, in this case, is 5 Minecraft days. So 5 times 24, whatever that is. That's how many minutes it has to be in the thing. I think it's roughly like 4 or something hours, or 2 hours. Let me do the math. Let me actually do the math. 24 minutes, 5 times. It's 2 hours on the nose. It's exactly 2 hours. So you would literally take these if it needed it, and you have to put it in the barrel type as well. Some brews call for any barrel type, so it doesn't matter what wood type you use. Like like this one says birch specifically. This one says any, so it doesn't matter. This one specifies dark oak. This one is acacia, spruce. The custom recipes I made, I was eventually going to make ones that use the crimson and warped as well. But all the other wood types are used. I would imagine with 1.19 being out now, when this plugin updates, I imagine mangrove will be a new barrel type as well. But since these are done, technically speaking, you see the 5 stars down there. That shows how well you followed the recipe. 5 stars means I followed it really well. Perfectly, in fact. But now, since I don't want them to be aged, I need to seal them, and that's what those brackets mean around the 5 stars. That means it's sealed. This is what happens if you don't seal a potion and throw it in a barrel. It ruins it. So you just take these, you throw it in here, it makes a little sound, and now they're sealed. You can pull them right back out, and now they're safe to keep in the barrel. And now, this is what these potions do. Notice no effects. I drink it. Now I have night vision and haste 2 for a minute and a half. I would love to have... Oh my god, my dog. I would love to have this potion everywhere. Portable haste. What could be better than that? I had to mute my mic for a second to yell at the friggin' dog. He's barking for some reason. Anyway. Obviously, Jam, that's me and my friend Joe. Me and her, we started a company together. We own a building across the street, and we have a nightclub. I never showed you the nightclub. Mac, are you still here? Please tell me you're still here. I really hope you're still here, Mac, because I forgot to show you this when I was showing you this in person. We have a nightclub that I forgot to show off. Which side is it? It's this side. It's an underwater nightclub. Check this out. We have a conduit down here so you won't drown. Check this place out. How cool is this place? I love this place. Anyway, we started a nightclub, and we're gonna sell custom drinks that are you know how bars do. They have their own custom drinks. So these are all future drinks that we were gonna make. And we're gonna have custom recipes for everything. And we came up with the tequilas first. And Jam, it's an acronym, Joe and Metal. It's pretty basic, but it's you know, Jam. So we have 2 types of tequilas. We got a select and we have a gold label. And then I came up with my whiskey and then my mining aid. The mining aid wasn't going to be sold here because it's not a drink, it's a mining aid. But all the other 3 were going to be sold here, and then we were going to make these as well. And then up here we have a little seating area. You get to sit with fishies. We have a stripper. We have a stripper. And we named the fish after some of the players as well. That Piney, he was a player. Anders is a player. Pasta. We just named random things. Here's something Griffin would appreciate. Caged dolphins. We wanted the dolphins to be roaming free in here, but they need air because they're not fish, they're mammals. So we had to give them a little air pocket so they don't die. But that means they're caged up, so Griffin can approve. Caged dolphins. They can't cause any ruckus in the air. And then up here we got the jukebox and all the records. We'll have to get the new one at some point. Carrot disapproves. I'm sorry, Carrot. They're not being mistreated, but they're just not free range. But it's for their own safety. They can't live in here because there's no air in here. They can live in there. It's for their protection. The fact that they can't cause a ruckus while they're at it is just a happy side effect. But look at all the fish. They're free range. They're swimming around. They're doing their own thing. And then we got our exit over here. Normally these would just be left open, but because we're closed, I have it locked up at the moment. But yeah, that's the brewery plug-in. I designed this aquarium as well. It's not my best work, if I'm being honest, but it's not bad. It was hard with the shape of the building and having it open on both sides. And but yeah, this is the building me and her own together. I own this building myself. In fact, I'll probably rebuild this building. I have it saved as a schematic in Lightmatica as well. So that building will also make an appearance. But yeah, I built a lot of buildings on here. Most of them are direct replicas of real buildings. Like this is the Swedish House of Nobility. I replicated that pretty well, I think. This building over here, this white one, is based off of Humboldt Forum. I have no idea where that's located. I can't remember anymore. But if you look at pictures, it's a fair representation as well. But that over here is my warehouse. It's not a. The warehouse is the first non-direct copy, but only inspired by building I've done. I just looked up old-timey warehouse buildings and just built something that had the feel of it without replicating an actual place. And then this floating axe, actually, let me throw on our resource pack. It's not a floating axe. I mean, it is. But with our resource pack, it becomes... Drum roll, please. Come on. The drum roll is only to kill time while this loads in. I don't know if you can hear me drum rolling. But if it'll... Any time this week would be great. There we go. Box truck. Custom box truck. Backed up at the loading bay. And then this is just decorative stuff here. But then up here, all these are stuff that I sell. This is extreme bulk storage. I mean, a shulker box of shulker boxes of gunpowder. And then some. And then all my enchanted books. I think I have at least one shulker box of everything. I'm pretty sure I have one shulker box of everything, minimum, for everything that I sell. In fact, I'm 99% sure that's the case. I don't need that anymore. Some things I'll have more than one of, but I have at least one of everything at all times. So if I sell out of something, I can replace it quickly, and then I have time to go gather more. But yeah, that's my warehouse in a nutshell. The doors kind of break right now. It's a timing issue. You see it spews out some concrete powder, but I can just top it back off and then come back over here and close it. It's all back to normal. But yeah, that's not everything, but I am out of time to show anything else. I'm unfortunately going to have to wrap things up for the night. I only have about 10 more minutes before I have to be in the car leaving. So let's see who is on to raid into. Let me pull this screen up. Who is on? Who is on? Ooh, I know exactly who we're going to raid into. We're going to raid into Anthro. We are going to raid into Anthropophagic64. I've been watching him for a very long time. He's a great guy from the land of Canada, Griff. Or not Griff, Carrot. Good God, why did I say Griff? I think he's the one that raided into Griff once randomly, and that's how I found Griff. That's why I said Griff. But Carrot, he's from the land of Canada. The guy we're raiding into. I don't have a proper raid call or anything like that, so it's just like Griffin's. Hashtag Metal Raid. If you have your favorite raid emotes, feel free to throw those in as well. But we're gonna go raid into Anthro. Make sure you guys give him some follows. He's worth the follow. He's worth the watch. I've been watching him for a very, very long time. So I'm gonna get this started. And thanks for being here, everybody. I appreciate it. Don't forget, tomorrow night, my schedule is a little different because I forgot about bingo night because it's still brand new. It's either 8 or 8:30 tomorrow, depending on when we start. And then that'll go till probably 1:30 or 2 in the morning, knowing us. Well, before I forget, if you haven't already, follow me on Twitter and join my Discord. My Discord is extremely low ping. I only at everyone when and only when I go live, so I don't ping you if you get pinged other than that, I'm pinging you directly. So, and I'm more likely to just DM you at that point anyway. So you don't have to worry about muting the at everyone's because I only do that when I go live and nobody else has permission to do it. So you don't have to worry about turning that off. I don't abuse it because I hate when people abuse that on other servers that I'm in. So make sure you join the Discord. I have a poll up on what games you would like me to play other than Minecraft. That way I can make sure I stream what people want to see and not things they don't want to see. The stream is about over, so I'll catch you guys next time. Let's give Anthro some love. See you guys tomorrow.
We have, better armor. Is it better armor though?